up out there, cyber friend? It's the Midi Man as the producer, coming back at you now, talking about some key issues about the music scene and where I stand right about now. As far as music production is concerned, we got a few things on the plate. We want to let everybody know that we got some things on the plate we've been messing around with for a better part of the last probably 5 or 6 months. And things are finally trying to come together. I want to give a shout out to the whole YouTube community. Also, I like to say from Baby Justice all the way up to Big Papa JT as well as Mama JT. We give you honor. I wanted to say to a few of the people that have asked for videos concerning some keyboards, in particular Brother Escalade, I'm letting you know that is coming. I'm going to try to excuse me. I'm going to try to get to that, and perhaps maybe tonight. I'm going to try to do that video for you tonight of one of the Pilgrim Jubilees quartet song. I'm going to do my best to try to get to it tonight. I also wanted to say some things, people. I was reflecting here this afternoon. I was doing a lot of reflecting over some things of the past and looking back over my life. And I mean, it's not been all smooth sailing, but nevertheless, there have been good times, there have been bad times. Looking back to the academic days. I shouldn't say academic days, really, because I'm forever learning something. I'm always trying to learn something new. But I was thinking back in the 70s, my high school days. I was exposed to a lot of different music. I didn't really have an interest in playing an instrument. In the 70s, I didn't have an interest in playing an instrument. I knew music. I could sing a little bit. I had often sang junior choirs in my church and everything, but I didn't consider myself a singer. Still don't. I don't consider myself no singer at all, but I just can hold a note here and there. Thank God. At least I know when I'm not in tune. But at any rate, but after I got out of high school, and matter of fact, there was a lot of music that influenced me during the 70s. A lot of the funk bands, like we had groups like Brick and Confunction, and just to name two. We had Barcade, which the Barcades go further back than the 70s. Matter of fact, I think the Barcade goes back into the 60s, and but at any rate, I was always moved by funk music. I love that bass line. The bass line is what really identifies funk. And it always happens on the one. And then whatever you do on the other 4 beats is all right. Just as long as you hit that one. But anyway, one of my favorite people, as far as that inspires me, other than my music composition instructor from Barry, matter of fact, I think as far as I know, he's still the chairman of. He's now the chairman of the music department. He's the head of the music department at Barry College in Rome, Georgia. Dr. Stan Peltel. He was my composition instructor, as well as he taught me conducting and orchestration, the whole 9 yards. And I never will forget Dr. Peltel, as well as my piano instructor, Miss Faye Rowell, at that time. I think she married again and became, her last name was Kessler. But at any rate, Dr. Stan Peltel and Miss Faye Rowell was two of my people that I never will forget as long as I live. They instilled in me the music, and they saw in me things that I didn't see in myself at that time. They didn't never let me look down on myself. And now, Dr. Peltel, the other guy that I'm speaking of, that influenced me very well and still do to this very day, I get great inspiration from him, and that's Quincy Jones. Quincy is sort of like a hero to me because for more than one reason. Quincy was a very, very serious person when it came to his music. I've been accused of being like Quincy in a lot of areas with the church choirs and stuff that I deal with, because they said when I come into the room, I don't see no great people. I just see people. I see choir members. I see sopranos, tenors, and altos. We have very few bass. We may have a couple of baritones, but true basses, and those people that are in the music know what I'm talking about. You got they very hard to find. True bass singers. But at any rate, when I come to the table, when I come into a choir rehearsal, I don't see nobody. I just see a group of people that we're going to put something together and we're going to make it right. We're going to take whatever we're working with, whatever we got to work with, whatever we have to do on this particular day, whether it's a given Sunday worship service or if we're going off to another church to run the service. But we're going to do our best. And that's my job, is to make certain that we get it there and get it just as close as we can get it. And so oftentimes they have labeled me as Quincy. And I got a little nephew named Quarius, and I nicknamed him Q because of the fact I'm a big fan of Q. I always have been a big fan of Quincy. And I looked at how Michael clung to Quincy. And when you got great people like Quincy Jones, and you got a lot of more people. Look, I don't want to make this no long video because this is the Middleman, the producer now. And I just want to just talk to the musicians and the singers and whatnot. When you got great people like Quincy, Michael Jackson, Kenny Rogers, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, you got so many, Kim Carnes. I mean, you got some great singers out there. I mean, I tell you what, let's just do it like this here. If you look at We Are the World, those of you in my age bracket should know about We Are the World. That's the one that had USA for Africa, and Q was the one that spearheaded that thing, and he had all those great singers in there. I mean, you can't even think about singing unless you mention the name James Ingram. I mean, if you are any kind of musician at all and you don't know anything about Quincy or James Ingram or Michael Jackson, whoo, I don't know. I don't know what to say from you. I believe you are from another planet. But you know, we just gonna keep it real, people. We're gonna keep it real. But I was looking at how Quincy, and this was during the time when I was just coming up in my musical career. I think I was like a sophomore in college. I think it was when We Are the World came out. I don't remember now. I'm getting up there in age myself, people. But at any rate, when it came out, I can remember myself I was in the music hall. We had a 9-foot concert grand Steinway. We had just got this Steinway, and I was in there messing around. I wasn't a performance made to people to mind you. I was a composition and theory. That was my concentration, but I mean, you know, I had to play a little bit. So I was in tinkering around on the keys and listening to how they sound. I always was intrigued by sound. And so when I would hear somebody else like the piano majors play that Steinway, I sit in there and I would just sit in there for hours and just listen to the different piano majors that would come in and they would do their practice gigs and whatnot. And I sit there and just listen. Would never touch a key, but I would just sit there and listen. So when I looked at Q and I saw the way that how he had all of those talents. I mean, all of those different talents. Bruce Springsteen, all of them. I'm telling people, in other words, just all of the stars at that known time. You know who I'm talking about. Diana Ross, Stevie, Michael, just Lionel, all of them. Daryl Hall and Oates, you know. Daryl Hall, John Oates, all of them. Quincy had them all in that studio. Whether they were in Lion Share Studio, I don't know. I didn't even take time to go and research that out. But I know he had them all together, and Quincy conducted the whole 9 yards. Quincy put it together. And I've often heard that the statement was made, I can't quote that, I can't say he said this for real, but I've heard that some people said that Quincy told every one of them, leave your attitudes at the door. Because, I mean, you dealing with so many superstars. Everybody there was professional. There was nobody there that was no amateur. All of them were professionals. But Q said, in here, I'm the professional. See, you know, people, we got to, and I feel I'm just like that. I mean, really. I mean, if you put me in charge of something, all I want you to do now is just, okay, now you give me the license, just let me drive. Let me drive. I'll get the job done. Don't give me the license, then don't let me drive. So, and I tell you, like I said, Quincy Jones and my composition instructor, Dr. Stan Pelther from Berry College. Two of the people that mostly inspired me, I have their picture on my wall right now. And people, I mean, you can say what you will, but pictures of greats like Ray Charles, Michael, Quincy, my composition instructor, Dr. Pelther, as well as a few other, Jane Cleveland, Candace Staten-Salswell, rather. People like that. I have everywhere. I got James Brown. I got them all out there in my studio on the wall. I got it there. I call it the Wall of Fame. Those are people that, I mean, that I really admire because of the fact they have given so much of them in this century as well as the last century, 20th century. And now that we're in the 21st century, Quincy's still giving. And I know last time I checked, my piano instructor, Dr. Pelther, I mean my composition instructor, Dr. Pelther, was yet at it, yet hard at it at Berry College. I went to Berry College back in the 80s. And got some fond memories of Berry. I'll take them to my grave if Jesus' delay is coming. But at any rate, I'm going to say this here, and then I'm going to end this here for this here production series, because I just wanted everybody to know to look out now. We're getting right. Today is the first day of August. And Mitty Man, hopefully by mid-September, look for something. Look for something. And I'm asking all of you that have asked me to, you know, do certain things. Now I need a favor from you. I'm not asking you to buy anything. I'm just asking you to go check it out. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Be honest. Be honest. And but I got some things that I'm gonna let out the bag, and I need your feedback on it. So all of you that have gotten help, and you say you have enjoyed, even to my Word for the Day videos, I'm asking all of that crowd. I'm asking you, check it out, and let me know what you think. Mitty Man needs you this time. So with that being said, I'm just saying, people, if you want to succeed in anything, you need a hero. You need somebody that you can look up to. I mean, Christ is the ultimate hero, people. I know that. But there's nothing wrong with having some people on our level that we look up to. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm just letting you know, two of the people on this planet right now that I look up to, and I don't idolize them. I didn't say I idolize. I say I look up to them. I got great respect for them. And that's my composition instructor, Dr. Stan Pelther, and Brother Quincy Jones. And they always will be, as long as I live. So like I said, you need to get you somebody and model yourself after them. Model yourself after them. You may not never do what they have done, but that's not your job. But you just do, they'll bring the best out of you. Come and take that in mind and use that mentality. And I guarantee you, you'll get where you need to be. This is Mitty Man, the producer, saying peace. Goodbye.